Hi, I'm Tyler Hollis, children's book illustrator and publisher. And the book I'd like to show you today, Second Chance, A True Story of Hope, is a very good book for children because it teaches them to respect animals and what they can do as a small child to help animals. But it goes through the true story of one small cat who was abandoned and what happens to him and how he ends up with a happy home. And it also has a section in here that tells true and false facts about cats. I call them cat tales and cat facts. And it also tells in there how even a small child who can't necessarily adopt a cat because of the situation they're in can help a shelter or help any of the cat rescues. So it's a very good book from that standpoint. Let me show you the inside.
Yeah.
This shows how a cat, a lot of cats when they get to be adults and they're not kittens anymore or abandoned, a lot of people think it's easy just to take them for a ride in the car and toss them out. Now, in my children's book illustrating and publishing, this is one thing that I do for my clients. I do the strange writing, the ouch, tumble, roll, slide. Nobody else is going to do this for you, but I do this. Here's the kitty. He's hurt his little paw and he's going off. And of course, humans chase him because he's a cat they're not used to seeing around. He ends up at a feed mill, and of course the other cats won't let him join in. They keep him away from the food because he's not one of their society. That's with feral cats, they will keep other cats out unless of course they're females. They'll allow a female in. Here he is, he gets trapped in a live trap because he's hungry and he doesn't have anything to eat. Now, this is my daughter. She runs a cat rescue and she's going to pick up the traps that she's put out. She gets the kitty, takes him home to her cat shelter, transfers him into a carrier, takes him to the vet. He's checked out, taken care of, and this is where he's showing how fierce he is. He doesn't trust humans anymore, and that's a very hard thing with cats that are abandoned. They don't trust humans anymore. So he says, even though I wasn't very big, I wasn't going to let anyone hurt me again. And he's a big hissing ball of fur here. And then time passes, and he's learning to adjust, and the other cats in the shelter tell him how lucky he is to be in this shelter and have somebody nice to care for him and find him a home. And this is Grizzly. This is actually a cat that my husband and I adopted because no one else could get close to him. He was a feral alpha male of his clan. Now, this is my daughter, and she named the cat Chance because she said that he had a second chance to have home, a love, and a lap. And that's really all he wanted. You can see his ears torn up here a little bit. He's not really a gorgeous cat, but he's a very sweet cat. Every day people come to the cat shelter to look at the cats. This is my daughter's cat shelter. And here she is loving the cat, and all the other cats are around here playing and looking out the window. And she has what she calls a people choosing room. Of course, people who come to it think it's a cat choosing room, but they're very mistaken because that cat will always choose you. And here he is coming into the people choosing room. And here's a little sign that says, cats are like potato chips. You can't just have one. Here's a gentleman playing with a kitten. Here's a very elegant lady looking at a very elegant white lady cat. And then there's this very sweet-faced lady who's motioning to Chance to come up on her lap. So he gives a glance at Heather, and Heather smiles at him and says it's okay. He jumps up, and you can see how happy he is and how relaxed. He's soft and warm and safe forever. Purr. This is heaven to him. And this is a story of how Chance, one tattered and not too pretty cat, found his second chance. And I have a little thank you to Heather for carrying on here because there's a lot of small cat rescues that do a lot of work, and they work in. And then I have a page in here how young children, even though they can't own a cat, necessarily, can help. They can take food, toys, towels for the kiddies, different things, and have fundraisers at their school. Then this is my cat facts and tales. Cats always land on their feet. That's cat tail. One female cat can have 4 litters a year. Fact. This is why you have to spay and neuter your pet. And cats can be as young as 4 months old and have a litter of kittens. Calico cats are 99% female. True. All kinds of things in here about black cats, blue-eyed cats, Maine Coon cats. Get a kitten and you can train it to be a lap cat. Cat tail. That is not true. Cats grow up and their personalities are set, just like a human's. You cannot train it to be something that it isn't. If you want a lap cat, get an adolescent or older cat, as you can tell what their personality is, and find a better match to what you want. And this is all in here, and then of course I have the little footprints leading away and out. And if you notice, this cover is what's called a wraparound cover, which means this is a couch here, and the couch extends over into here. And that's a very difficult cover to do with the lining up and everything, but it's one that I always prefer to do for my clients. And like I say, I'm always adding little touches like footprints or fancy colored backgrounds or fancy colored writing. This book, Second Chance, A True Story of Hope, can be found on Amazon.com under books. Put in the name Tyler Hollis, and you'll see not only this one, but several other books I've done. And if you scan through Amazon, you'll find tons of books that I've done all the illustrations for. So, that's it, and check out this book. It's a good one to have for veterinary clinics to have in their office, for teachers to have at their schools, for the children to read. It teaches animal respect, and you have to, when you have something like that, you have to take care of it. It's not a possession. It has feelings and a heart. Thank you.